And live from New Bridge Arena, it's New York Islanders High School Hockey League action on the Long Island Sports Network. Your home for high school hockey in Nassau County. Welcome, everyone. My name is Jack Ziskin. On the call for tonight's game, a matchup that will decide the third seed in Varsity 2 that will give them the chance to go to the play-in tournament for the playoffs. Tonight's matchup between Cold Spring Harbor and RVC Hewlett. It's the Seahawks versus the Cyclones. Coming into tonight's matchup, RVC sitting at 9-4-0-1. On the other side, Cold Spring Harbor 8-5-1. It's an exciting matchup for sure. Starting netminders for tonight's game. Cold Spring Harbor will have Jake Panetta in between the pipes. This will be his 13th start of the season. He's 7-4-1 this year. 314 GAA, 893 save percentage. And on the other side, for the Cyclones, John Schmidt will be in between the pipes. 6-2-0-1 this season. Has not lost in regulation. 872 save percentage, at least that's what it appears to say here. My apologies, mix up in my notes. Six 2-0-1 on the year, 6 wins, 2 losses, 1 overtime loss. And in the lineup tonight, or out of lineup rather, for RVC, Gavin Maselli out with a lower body injury. Andrew McClelland out with an upper body injury. Jason Rick and Matt Regan out of the lineup tonight. Sean Barrett out of the lineup tonight. For the Cyclones on the other side, Seahawks at full strength, and it's going to be an exciting matchup between these two squads. As I mentioned previously, the winner of this game is the team that will move on to the playoffs. And as we take a look at their first meeting of the year, Cold Spring Harbor narrowly edging out RVC Hewlett in a 2-1 victory all the way back on November 28th. It was Sean Ecker who scored the game winner in that one on the power play after Benny Benyamin gave Cyclones an early 1-0 lead. And since that matchup, well, both teams have been looking pretty strong. Coming into the month of January, RVC has only lost 1 game. They beat East Meadow, Levittown, Hicksville 13-4. They lost to Manhasset Great Neck 3-2. They beat Port Washington 18-4. They beat them 13-3, and then they beat the Wamtoa Seaford Plain Edge Kings 10-5 WSP. So they've been rolling as of late. On the other side, Cold Spring Harbor in the month of January, we're looking at a squad that only lost once as well. That loss came against the Ice Falcons. They beat Friends Academy. They beat the Quakers 5-1. They beat Oceanside 4-3. They beat the Kings 3-2. And when we take a look at the standings here in Varsity Conference 2, remember, these two teams aren't just playing for the playoffs this year. They're playing for promotion. You're playing for the chance to knock out one of the bottom 3 seeds in Varsity Conference 1. You take their spot in the playoffs, and even better, they're now being sent down. They're relegated for next season. So there's a lot at stake here. Both two young, talented teams trying to get their programs back into the top conference. RVC leads the league in goals scored this year, 120. in Varsity Conference 2. And then you have Cold Spring Harbor, and they've got 56 on the season. Third lowest mark in their conference, but again, they don't ask how, they ask how many. And when you look at the fact they've only given up 44 goals this year over what's going to wind up being a 16-game season, they're a very impressive, very well-structured team. They have a great goaltender in Jake Panetta. And that's not to take anything away from John Schmidt in any way, shape, or form. But only one team will have the chance to advance this year. Nasik, Great Neck, they've already clinched. Garden City clinched what feels like weeks ago by now. So it all comes down to this. Panetta versus Schmidt, Seahawks versus Cyclones, right here at Newbridge Arena. Game was originally scheduled for Bethpage. They had an issue with their facility. Trying to get that corrected currently, but as it stands, tonight's matchup here at Newbridge. Don't forget to follow the Long Island Sports Network. That's at LI Sports Network on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Don't forget to check out the LI Hockey website. We do all of our full coverage for the varsity division, both here in Nassau County and across county lines back in Suffolk. And as Schmidt heads out to his pipe, Seahawks send their starting lineup out. Sean Ecker heading to the dot. He's flanked by Mac Baxter. And it appears Bryce Albers. On the back end, Hunter Ulico trying to make out who it is on the far side there. Can't quite make that out from my angle, but as it stands, Torkerver in the dot against Ecker. Ecker wins it back, and we're underway. Seahawks looking up ice. They chip it in, get to work on the chase. Other side, it's Tarashansky. And we get a whistle as that one's covered up by Schmidt. RVC. Torkerver in the dot versus Ecker again. He wins it back. Turnover forced by the Seahawks. Puck comes out to the point. Shot goes wide. Rebound collected by Schiefelbein. Comes up the wall. Torkerver. Lead pass to Sorkin. Looking for the zone entry. Forced to pull up. Torkerver now has possession. Chip and chase. Looking to get to work here. Cyclones trying to get to work along that right wing wall. There's a battle in the corner. Puck comes free. And now Seahawks have chipped it in. And Yaman picks it up, has possession beneath his own goal line. Lead pass. Comes to Rose. Off the wall. And it slips past the defense. That's Trevor Steele. He'll settle it now. Heading up ice, chipped in by Hunter Ulico. Cyclones take over. Lead pass, intended for Drew Bella. Plays broken up, Ulico flips it up. And it's gloved down by Weinman. Shot. Ends up going wide. Puck collected on the other side. Turnover force. Coming in 2-on-1. Pass across. Misses its mark. A golden opportunity slips through. Seahawks fingertips. Comes to the point. Shot is redirected by Finnegan. Ends up in the corner. On the chase, it's Rivkin. Sent around the wall to the right wing corner. Looking to get to work. Andrew Mazzy can't settle it. Wieneman lead pass to Bella. He chips it in. Carried around the net. Trevor Steele with possession. Where's the C for the Seahawks? Made the lead pass. Clifton Partrick. He enters. Trying to split the defense. Comes free shot. Turned aside. That one coming off the stick. Bowen Neary trying to get to work on the cycle. Ends up coming to Andrew Lyons. Lead pass. Comes all the way out. Trevor Steele takes over. Across the red line. Enters the zone. Pulls up. Taken off a stick by Sorkin, but sent right back into the zone. Strong play at the line there. Now Sorkin looking to move it up ice. Forker battling for it. Chips it ahead. Entering the zone. Shot. Cross. Now it's collected in the left wing. Long left wing wall. Lead pass by the Seahawks goes awry. And we're going to get an icing and a stoppage here with 12:07 remaining. A fast-paced start to this game between two teams with everything on the line. Torkeper back in the dot against Ecker. Left wing dot, face off, tied up. Seahawks come away with possession. D to D, Hunter Ulico on the reverse from Terashansky. Pass up the wall, sent up, out of the zone. Torkeper will collect beneath his own goal line, escapes pressure, heads up ice. Chips it off the wall past Ecker. But it ends up with the Seahawks, couldn't connect there with his intended target. Now, all Cyclones forced to reset again. Lead pass deflected, no icing. Seahawks get it right back out of the zone. Neither team able to settle it here. And now a race to the puck in the slot and sent out into the corner. Schiefelbein sends it around the wall. On the other side, looking for the clear. They can't get it out. D to D. Schiefelbein under pressure. Off the wall. Makes its way past Torkeper. And Yaman will forecheck. Torkeper gets a stick on it in transition. Can't be settled. It's David Buskiel. One after it. Puck comes up. Out. Comes all the way down. No icing on the play. Picked up. Ulico has it. Looking towards the slot. Forced to pull up. Backhand pass. Along the wall. Mazzy drops it off. Comes to Baxter. Sent right back into the zone. Ulico beneath the goal line. Battling with Rose. Torkeper gets a stick on in the opposite corner. Cyclones trying to break up the cycle by the Seahawks. Comes into the netting. We get a stoppage here. Seahawks pressing now. Their season on the line, as is the Cyclones. In the dot. Rivkin versus Nick Johnson. Tied of Torkeper with a team lead in points of 33. As RVC gets it up and out, Johnson chases. Steele comes away with it. Up the wall, Rivkin trying to chip it on ahead. Play is broken up, sent down the ice back to Steele. Looks D to D, paired with Charlie Neary here. He looks to cut up ice. Backhand pass, intercepted, walk-in shot. Turns out, rebound is free. They score! Cyclones strike first. They find the back of the net. And if you crash the net, good things happen. You're going to see it this time. Comes out in front. I believe that's going to be Benny Binyamin. Correct, I might actually see who went through the line first. Check the official score sheet. We'll get you the official goal score. My apologies. I'm standing actually behind the home bench. Face off, one back. Cyclones lead 1-0. They've entered. Shot comes wide. Lions holding in along the right wing wall. Battle shot turned aside. Puck comes free. It's covered by Panetta again. Pressing here, RVC. My apologies, trying to pull up the official score sheet, having some trouble with that currently. Face off, right wing draw, right wing dot, Sorkin. For Colts, for RVC. Face off is one back. Seahawks get it out of the zone. Play is broken up. They look to reset plays. Now inside along the left wing wall. Seahawks with possession. Ulico under pressure. Carrying it across. And it's held in at the line. Heading the other way. Cyclones pass towards the slot. Broken up. Comes free. Seahawks setting up ice. Entering the zone. Pulls up. Drop pass. Broken up. Sorkin takes over. The errant drop pass proving costly. It comes back to Hunter Ulico. He looks D to D. Gets it to Tarashansky. Lead pass goes awry. Lions to Sorkin. Enters. Curls in the right wing corner. Looking. Cross ice. Pulls up again. Has it on his backhand. Pass won't come. Continues to hold it to the dot. Play is broken up. Lions fires it back in. Sorkin cutting in. Shot. Turned aside. Puck is free. Seahawks looking for the clear. It's flipped up and not out. It's held in by Wienman. Seahawks recover it. Get it out of the zone. Play is broken up. Torkeberg. Curling. Resetting at center ice. Has time. Looking up ice. Across the red line. Enters the zone. Chipping it in. Cyclones on the forecheck. Seahawks with possession. Up the left wing wall. Puck comes to the point. Shot. Redirected. Into the corner again. Now, Seahawks carrying it up ice. They get the clear. Tarashansky looks to split the defense. The defenseman going coast to coast. Comes in. Stick is lifted. Shot. Goes just wide. Sent towards back net in front. And it goes wide again. 2 golden opportunities. Seahawks can't capitalize. Now, RVC Spencer Ray can't get the clear. Coming in. Shot. Turned aside. Lancing off Schmidt. Cold Spring Harbor bringing the heat. Rivkin in the corner. Against Rose. Scheiffelbein sends it up, out. And they get a much-needed clear. Puck goes the length of the ice. Icing was waved off. Trevor Steele takes over beneath his own goal line. Heading up ice. We get a whistle here, and it appears we're going to get a penalty. Assessed for tripping. First goal credited to Owen Finnegan, assisted by Nick Johnson. And now we have our first power play of the game. It'll be awarded to the Seahawks. 2 minutes on the board. Johnson in the box. Binyamin. Sorkin. The killers up front. Rose on the back end, paired with Wienman. Face-off is one back. Trevor Steele. Shot. Turned aside. Puck is loose in the slot. Rebound. Second attempt. Schmidt makes both stops. Puck is loose. Battle for possession. Binyamin looking to a clear. Hunter Ulico holding it in initially. Tied up along the wall. Seahawks get it in deep. Sorkin forces it free. Rose sends it up. Wall trying to reverse it out of the zone, and now it comes back. Shot. That's redirected. Held in. Seahawks. Sean Ecker looking. Steele. Can't get the one-timer. In the corner now. Albers on the cycle. Beneath the goal line. Partrick. Past the half wall. Turnover. Binyamin against Ulico. Breaking free. 2-on-0. Sorkin with him. Looking across. Pass. Shot. Scores! No! They made the stop. Looks like I jumped the gun there a little bit. My apologies. Could have sworn. Oh. Short-handed chance goes awry. Panetta makes the stop, and now face-off is won. RVC pressing. Ulico has it. Looking up ice. Pass comes across. Second attempt broken up. RVC coming right back in. Get a whistle. Face-off comes outside. Penalty to Nick Johnson, assessed for tripping. Face-off. One forward. Entering. Looking towards the slot. Pass. Deflected out. Comes to the point. Held in. Walking in along the backhand pass to the point. Has it. Give and go along the wall to the slot. Shot goes wide. Collected on the other side, Steele holding it in. Sent up and out by Wienman, racing after it. Uspensky can't chip past the defense with Torkever. Second effort, heading up ice. 20 seconds remaining on the kill. He's coming in on the backhand. Shot. Glove save by Panetta. He sets it down. Play continues. Captain Steele pass off the wall. Seahawks setting up ice. Wienman breaks the play up. Second effort. The puck comes to Torkever. Penalty will expire. Cyclones firing on all cylinders. The best chance of the power play only wasn't their own. 2-on-0, that wouldn't go, and now Johnson, fresh out of the box, to Wienman. And there's a penalty on the play. Looks like Johnson's going right back. They called him for interference, but it looked like he had the puck there. Well, nonetheless, officials have a better view than I do, so RBC heading back to the kill. Seahawks heading back to the power play, a second opportunity. Binyamin in the dot. Sorkin. Same four out there. Face off tied up. Rivkin can't win it. Sorkin heads the other way with speed, trying to slip past the fence. Gets it to Binyamin. He comes in. To the outside. Shot. Off the back of the net. It sent loose in front, and we get a whistle, and a penalty is going against the Seahawks. The power play comes to an early end. Call appears to be, we're still waiting on the official update, making sure we get that right, but appears the official gestured for a roughing call. Nick Johnson headed to the box for the second time today. And now, play returns to 4-on-4 next minute and 47 seconds. The face-off is one back. D-to-D pass. Lions shot towards the net. Goes wide. Back door. Binyamin battling for it. Left wing corner. Seahawks looking for the breakout. They get it. Heading up ice. Cutting to the outside. Bartrick all alone. Shot. Save Schmidt. The big save from the Cyclones netminer. He averts disaster. And now Torkever. Uspensky, they head out up front. Lions and Wiener defensive group. Appears like they might have had a bit of an issue with the change there. Didn't get the four on the ice they wanted, but now puck comes to Lions. To Wienman, a pass across. Torkever chips it up and out. Dangerous pass. Good work by Max Torkever getting the clear there. But now Ulico heading the other way. Under pressure. Torkever pokes it free. Lions looking up ice. Drops it off to Torkever. Give and go. Cyclones defenseman heads up ice. Crosses the red line. Chips it in. Comes around the wall, but Panetta settles it. Seahawks take over on the attack. Cyclones force a free. Lions holding it at the line initially. Still battling for it. Puck leaves the zone. Seahawks have possession. They're heading up ice. They've entered. Albert shot. Glancing off the arm of Schmidt. Wienman under pressure. Drops it off. Torkever across. Past Lions. Puck leaves the zone. Ulico off the wall. Torkever forces him to cut to the center. Second attempt. Play is broken up. Wienman looking for the clear. Can't find it. Puck is sent into the right wing corner. Shot towards the front. Redirected. Saved by Schmidt. We get another stoppage here. And now, in a unit, Finnegan, Sorkin, Schiefelbein, and I believe that's going to be Brendan Rose. On the other side for the Seahawks, Mazzy, Rivkin up front. Ulico, Steele on the back end. Face off one to the wall, but Sorkin chips it out of the zone. Racing back, the defenseman Steele. Looking across. Finds the open man, it's chipped into the zone. Getting to work on the jump and chase. Mazzy against Schiefelbein. Puck ends up with the Cyclones. Pass comes to Rose. He looks up ice, has Finnegan ahead of him. Power play has begun. Lead pass to Sorkin. It's just out of his reach, but Steele pulls up. Sorkin settles it. Carrying it in beneath the goal line, under pressure. Has it. Power play's expired. Short-lived for both teams. Now, give and go along the wall. Puck comes to the point. Rose, D to D, looking for a shot. Under pressure. Sent down left wing wall. Yaman on the forecheck. Comes to the slot. Can't get a shot off. Comes to the line. Held in. Shot. Turned aside. Puck is loose. Second attempt. It's free, and then Panetta gets the stop. That third penalty assessed to Danny Terashansky. A roughing call 13 seconds after Nick Johnson was assessed his second minor penalty of the game, so expect to see him a little bit more. Torkeber back out. And another whistle's blown, and it appears that lead official Seahawks had too many on the ice, or they were completing a change. Face off. Ends up being controlled by the Cyclones. They chip it in, looking to get to work beneath the goal line, but sent up, but not out of the zone. Ends up with Ulico. Second attempt. Makes Benjamin miss. Enters. Pulls up. Looking for the shot. Tries to split the defense, and that's when he loses it. Comes free. Sent out of the zone by Ray. Benjamin on the forecheck. Under pressure. Seahawks moving up. The wall play is broken up. Delayed offsides. They've checked back up. They've chipped it in. Now Torkeber holding it in. Drops it off. Benjamin shot. Save. Puck is loose. Second attempt goes glancing off Panetta. It's free. Seahawks have it. Looking at the breakout. They're doing a good job moving the puck east to west. Now turnover forced. RBC looking to settle it in neutral ice. They can't. Heading the other way now. Ulico on his backhand. Pass. Shot. Save. Schmidt. Nice give and go there on the zone entry. Hunter Ulico taking advantage of all the space his opponents will give him, and well, really showing off the mitts, trying to make something out of nothing. As the face-off is won forward by Johnson. He looks to cut to the outside. It's knocked off the puck. Seahawks collect. Looking up ice, the captain Steele. Pass is deflected, but it comes out of the zone. Battle along the wall. Chip back in by the Seahawks. Looks like there's a delayed penalty going against Cold Spring Harbor as they reverse it into the corner. Wienman. Benjamin has it. Looking up ice. They'll elect to carry it. He's picking up speed. Enters the zone. Looking to beat Steele to the outside. Gets taken down. Another penalty goes. I think there's two going against the Seahawks. We're going to double check that, but I think that's a clear trip in the corner to end the delayed penalty. That'd make it a 5-on-3 if I'm correct. And again, oh, there's two heading to the box. Two penalties against the Seahawks. It's a 5-on-3. They take the first penalty, and then the second to further complicate matters. And now in a game where, well, the results of this one will decide how their season turns out. And now they have to kill off a 5-on-3, full 2 minutes. Face off, one back by Torkeber, but wins it straight back. Neither defenseman goes for it, and that actually was Rose with Benjamin the forward. So then he makes the lead pass. Torkeber re-enters, pulls up along the half wall. Less than 30 seconds remaining in the period. Johnson looking cross ice, pass in the slot is deflected. Comes up, not out of the zone, held in, walking in, looking far side. No, ends up moving it to the corner. Golden opportunity on the back door. Doesn't seem like Johnson initially saw it. He settled it. Give and go. Less than 10 seconds remaining. Looking for the shot. Turned aside by Panetta. And One last shot. Time will expire in the period. 1:21 remaining on the power play. Back-to-back penalties. We're going to get the official update on that one. Trevor Steele was the one who got the second penalty. That was for tripping. That was after Owen Neary was called for roughing, so that's not exactly ideal for them either. We'll be back for the start of the second period in just one moment. And as we approach the start of the second period, officials discussing with the Cold Spring Harbor bench. And RBC, 1 goal currently in the game. They have an opportunity to pick up 2 on the power play. Panetta heads back out. The killers, Ulico, along with Tarashansky, Sean Ecker, and the dot. Expect them to keep that unit out there, especially given the fact that their captain, or their leading defenseman, Steele, is in the box. It's Trevor Steele, not Caleb. Face off, tied up. It's won back by Torkeber. D2D with Rose. Makes a pass to the weak side. Torkeber enters. Drops it off to Johnson. Left wing. Dot. Benjamin. Shot. Turned aside. Rebound comes free. Ulico on it. Sends it up, down, length of the ice. A critical clear for the Seahawks. Now RBC has to reset. 45 seconds remaining on a 5-on-3 man advantage. Drop pass. Benjamin. Another drop pass. This time to Johnson. Shot. Redirected. Loose. In front. Comes free. Benjamin can't settle it. Ecker has a chance. Racing up ice. Back. Benjamin on the back check. Entering. Shot. Glove down. Ecker trying to redirect it, but is he trying to cash in on the rebound? That one's redirected into netting. We get a stoppage and face off. One back. D to D. Johnson has it. 20 seconds remaining on the power play. Leaves it for Sorkin. Looking up ice. Likes to carry it, and RBC getting caught with too many players waiting at the blue line as that shot for Benjamin. Panetta had all the time in the world to square up to it. They're going to have to get better moving that puck in transition a little bit, drawing defenders out in the neutral zone. They're a very skilled team, but when you run up against that 5-on-3, you're not really dragging that forechecker out. The defensemen are hanging back. You didn't get caught waiting flat-footed. Face off one. Benjamin goes across. Shot. Johnson sails over the net. 4 seconds remaining. And now the power play will expire as the puck makes its way to Sorkin. Even strength. Seahawks still looking to get the change. Johnson shot. Turned aside. Panetta makes the stop. Panetta credited with 8 saves in that first period on 9 shots. John Schmidt has stopped all 80s faced, or rather had stopped all 80 faced in the first frame. Bella, Finnegan, Sorkin up front. Lyons, Weinman on the back end. Rivkin, the center. Cold Spring Harbor. Face-off is one. Finnegan cutting towards the net. Ulico looking for the clear. Held in. Weinman on his backhand. Beneath the goal line. Finnegan towards the front. Pass is deflected. Settled. Shot towards the net. Panetta stops. Puck is loose. Free in the slot. Seahawks come away with it. Rivkin. Up to Mazzy. And a lead pass. Cutting in. Partrick. Pulling up. Ball in the half wall. Under pressure. Seahawks get into the corner. Puck comes around the wall now. RBC trying to settle it beneath the goal line. Puck comes up but not out of play. Now RBC looking for the clear. Zone exit broken up initially. Cyclones can't settle it. Rivkin re-enters. Under pressure from Sorkin. Battle on the wall. And now Cyclones have it. Cutting towards center. Lead pass. Looking to enter. Chipped in. And now picked up beneath the goal line. Ulico takes one hit. And then Torkeper racing in. Held it in initially, but Mazzy gets the clear. But the puck comes to the RBC defense. They have time. Torkeper calling for it. Holding the puck. Then a lead pass redirected into the zone. No icing on the play. So as Steele settles it, Seahawks looking up ice passes. Redirected out of the zone by Ulico. Lions looking D-to-D under pressure. From Albers, puck comes all the way down, and Steele takes back over. Benjamin on the forecheck. Pass broken up initially. Still looking to settle it. Torkeper along the wall. Puck comes out of the zone. Seahawks heading up ice. They enter. Cutting towards the center. Ulico looking for a shot. Fires. Doesn't make it on net. Settled. Heading up ice now. Wienman. Against Ulico. Comes in. Lead pass. Looking. Shot. Panetta with the stick save. All alone. On the back door. Wienman split the defense. Uspensky slipped behind and just couldn't finish the stick save from Panetta. Now Ray Johnson. Uspensky staying out. Rose. And Schiefelbein back end to Ecker. Centering Bryce Albers, and can't make out, and that is on the far side. We'll okay, that one we can. Baxter, the other winger. Face-off's been won. That's Woolman with possession. Sends it up the wall. Yeah, it was Woolman. Schiefelbein holds it in initially. Second attempt. Seahawks heading up ice. Forward covering. Seahawks can't maintain possession. Puck ends up on net. It's covered by Schmidt. 11:05 remaining in the period. One goal game courtesy of Owen Finnegan. Face off. Right wing dot Ecker. Tied up, chipped out of the zone. RBC looking to get to work in transition. Racing after it. Johnson pressuring Steele. Pass deflected. Now along the wall. Turnover. Seahawks can't get the clear initially. They have it now. Mac Baxter. Headmans the puck. They enter. Shot. Redirected. Off Schiefelbein. He's battling for it. Sends it around. Weak side. Lions looking up ice. Puck comes out of the zone. Entering. Johnson. Look on the outside. Looking to cut back in. Can't. Wraparound attempt. Rebound. Save. Second attempt. Ray can't get the shot off. And a penalty goes against the Seahawks. This time drawn. That was definitely drawn by 32. That would have been, I believe that was 32. Yes, that would have been Spencer Ray. My apologies. So another power play for RBC, and they're one of the, well, they are the conference's leader in goals scored. They've had a very impressive season. Now a 5-on-4 power play. Torkeper against Rivkin. Face off is one back. Comes to the point. Benjamin's shot is deflected. Blocked by the skate of Ulico. Ecker on the forecheck. Benjamin coming back. Collects. Looking for the outlet pass. Finds Torkeper cutting across the neutral zone. Leaves it for Sorkin. He enters. Drop pass. Torkeper. Give and go. Looking far side to Rose. Pass is deflected. He settles it. Under pressure from Tarashansky to Torkeper. Moves it right back. Cyclones getting to work on the cycle. But Yamanshai scores. Pops the bottle of Panetta. A power play goal gives the Cyclones a 2-0 lead. And just absolutely letting it rip. Sniping top shelf. I believe that was glove side. And now a power play goal. Benny Benyamin scored in his first meeting against Seahawks. He now has a goal in his second. Face-off is won by Cold Spring Harbor. They say a 2-goal lead's the worst lead in hockey. Well, it is until it's cut to 1. So now as a puck is sent in, coming in, Mazzy knocked off the puck. Shoulder check. Open ice, legal hit, good hit, clean hit. Now heading up ice, but breakout pass broken up. Wienman sends it back up the wall, redirected. Comes back down, Wienman can't settle it. Rivkin in the corner. On the cycle, comes free, Lions can't settle. Shot, redirected, into the netting. We get a stoppage. I believe that was Mac Baxter trying to let loose from right in front, trying to make this a 1-goal game. But as it stands, Benny Benyamin on the power play, his 14th of the year after Owen Finnegan's 7th. Gave RVC a 2-goal lead, and Jake Panetta, you have to give him credit. He was tremendous in the first period. He's been tremendous in the second, but Seahawks are going to have to stay out of the box in order to generate some more chances, and they're going to need to stay out of the box if they want to come back and win this game. Face off, one back. At the line, shot redirected, kicked out. Looking for the clear, Seahawks on the forecheck. Puck comes back into the left wing corner. Sent towards the slot, pass is redirected. Comes free. Appears there's a delayed penalty, we get a whistle. Panetta was racing to the bench, and now RBC to the kill. Schiefelbein, the culprit this time. Now, Acker versus Torker, but this time it's Acker who's on the power play. Face off, one back. Steele holds it in, D to D. Sorkin pressuring on the other side. Ulico moves it in along the left wing half wall. Give and go, comes back to Ulico, steps in, shot, redirected. Comes free, on the wall. Sent up, out, but settled by Ulico. Lead pass. Sorkin on the attack, looking to force a change of possession. Puck comes to Clifton Partrick. Enters the outside, trying to drop it off along that half wall. Ends up coming back out to the point. Shot, Steele, redirected. It's covered by Schmidt. It was a good job, anticipated the bouncing puck, not an easy thing to do, and Mac Baxter was sent to the box for cross-checking. That was the power play that ended up letting RVC take this 2-goal lead, or leading to it, I should say. Cole Schiefelbein's high sticking penalty leading to this kill for RVC. Face off is one back. Wienman up the wall. Torker under pressure. Sends it towards the weak side. Was probably trying to find Sorkin for a shorthanded chance, and puck comes back up the wall. Turnover. Sent back in. Panetta settles it. Ulico looking for it. Torker pressuring. Sorkin joins him. Puck comes up the wall. Held in. Rose trying to send it back in. In second effort from Wienman, he sends it in. Delayed offside. Sorkin checks up. Stretch pass. Now battling along the wall. Torker trying to force it free. Seahawks come away with it. Carrying it in. Pulls up. Shot. Block. Comes to Ecker. His shot's blocked. Torker looking up ice, has Sorkin. Pulls up, cuts across the slot. Shot deflected, Torker can't get the rebound. Still loose, comes out to the point. Wienman, shot, blocked. Held in Sorkin. Torker with the deflection, racing after it. Puck comes to Steele. Change on the kill. Benny Benyamin racing after him. Uspensky joining him, but nonetheless, entering, firing, scoring! Coast to coast. Trevor Steele puts the Seahawks on the board. Their captain blue liner just uses his speed and fires that quick shot, uses the defenseman to create that screen, create traffic in front of Schmidt, and that's how they're able to beat Cyclones netminder. Either netminder has made life easy for their opposition, but now appears that change in the face-off circle. My apologies. Waiting to see what the officials said exactly before commenting. Johnson sends it back in. Comes around the wall. Sent back up. Looking for the clear. Wienman holds it in. And Yaman under pressure. Ethan Ecker battling for it that time. Puck comes out of the zone. Now it comes. Wienman turnover. Heading the other way. Cutting in Mazzy. Shot turned aside by the paddle of Schmidt. In the right wing corner. Now beneath the goal line. Benny Benyamin sends it up the wall. Held in initially. Comes out now. Tarashansky pulling up. Makes the outlet pass. But it rolls on Ecker. Once again, that's Ethan Ecker. Trevor Steele's goal credit is unassisted. No surprise there. Now Nick Johnson enters. Drops it off. Pass back. Shot scores! Nick Johnson! What? I'm sorry, my apologies. I shouldn't let my surprise show on air. Appears somebody's gesturing for an offsides call. No goal. I mean, my apologies. I was taken a bit off guard there. I haven't really seen that in Suffolk. Obviously, different officials. I'm sure they made the right decision, but just like that, the goal vanishes, and appears that faceoff will be outside the zone. Torkover. Not entirely sure. I definitely didn't hear the whistle there. So a bit of frustration for RVC, but of course, got to be able to roll the punches. Now Torkover looks to put that one back on the board. On his backhand pass, shot, save. Panetta shutting the door against the one-timer of Sorkin. Face off. Left wing dot. Torkover. One back. Ulico. D to D. Gets it back, but the pass is deflected. Edmans it to Ecker. He chips it forward. Wienman breaks it up. Sends it back down. Puck is rolling. No icing on the play as Ulico races after it. Sorkin on the forecheck. Looks to go D to D. Goes awry. Bella trying to hold it in. Puck leaves the zone. Heading up ice. Sean Ecker makes the pass. Shot goes wide, and it's collected in the left wing corner. Battle for possession. Cyclones in transition, heading up ice. Sorkin pulls up, looks, fires, scores! No offsides this time. Daniel Sorkin finds the back of the net. RVC gets that one back. 5 minutes remaining. My apologies when I say it that way. I mean, no disrespect to the officials, of course. Just want to make sure that's clear. But when you have a goal taken off the board like that, you don't always see it at this level. You really want it back. Some teams, it can negatively impact their play. Not RVC. They came back, carried that momentum of the play that they thought they were going to get their third goal on into the ensuing faceoff. They get that goal on the board. And now a penalty going against RVC. Appears it's going to be Ethan Ecker who drew that one. So Ecker back out in the dot versus Torkover. It's been a matchup to watch all night long. Power play or penalty kill. Benjamin, the culprit this time in the box. The face-off is one, getting to work along the wall. Bryce Albers, but it's force free. Daniel Sorkin, lead pass. Comes out of the zone. Torkever has Johnson ahead of him. He's forced to pull up. Still under pressure. Second effort. Albers has it. Comes away with it. Re-enters. Sorkin forces him outside. Blocker save. Puck comes high. Remains in play. Sent towards the slot, and Sorkin comes away with it. And now looking up ice. Chips it off the wall. Johnson coming in. One-on-one against Ulico. Pulls up. Shot. Save. Rebounds. Free. Goes just wide. Sorkin collecting. Now heading the other way. Seahawks. A chance. Steele trying to split in. Johnson separates him from the puck. Under pressure still. Rivkin supporting in the corner. Looking for the pass towards the front of the net. Rose ends up with it. Tries to chip it up the wall. Mazzy's going to hold that one in. Sent towards the net from the right wing wall. It's deflected. Comes back to Mazzy. Sent towards the front again, and then it's chipped out. Rolling puck that time. So Seahawks have to check up. Ulico to Steele. Shot towards the net, goes over. It might have just been trying to chip that one actually up. And now looking to get to work on the cycle. They have it along the left wing wall. And still being pressured there. Shot turned aside. Schmidt with the first stop. Puck is loose. It's free. Ends up in the corner. Seahawks get it at the point. Steele shot. Turned aside. Second attempt. And a great save by Schmidt. Hecker in the dot. Face-off is one back. Held in initially. Left wing half wall. Seahawks have possession. Pass comes to the point, give and go. Shot. Now they're carried to the outside. Held. Pass to the point. Shot. Goes wide. Opposite side now. RBC gets the clear. Puck goes all the way down. No icing on the play. Tarashansky trying to fake out Finnegan. He wasn't fooled, but he did manage to escape, and Benjamin gets a stick on a lead pass. Uspensky on the back check. Ulico enters. Cutting towards the center. Has it poked off his stick. But he's on the loose puck, on the cycle, and then pass is broken up again. Benjamin under pressure. Taken down. Puck comes out of play, or comes out of the zone rather. Play will continue, and now we get a call here. Peterkin, the official, with his arm up. My apologies, I was just trying to... I'm not entirely sure that one is on, to be honest. It looked like the Seahawks wanted to call in their defensive zone. And now it seems like we're seeing... I believe that would be Ulico who's heading for the box, so... It appears that Cyclone's heading to the power play. And I don't want to jump the gun in this game. I'm here to call what happens, not anything else. Torgerber in the dot. One back. Rose holds it in. Walks in. Pass. Comes to Benjamin. Then it comes towards Johnson. Goes awry. Tarashansky keeping him to the outside. Contents himself with that. That's what you're supposed to do, of course, on the penalty kill. And now pass comes to the point. Benjamin walks in. Shot. Sails over the net. Puck is loose. Settled by Torkever. Under pressure. Tarashansky. High stick, and we get a whistle. So after Daniel Sorkin found the back of the net, another penalty late here in the second stanza. We saw 2 power plays for RBC early. Then we saw 4 power plays for the Seahawks, and now another 2 for RBC. So it's all even. Johnson has it off the draw. Give and go Benjamin. Pass on the cycle. Torkever cutting in. looking, firing, shot redirected. Johnson picks it up. Cuts in. Trying to drop it off. Goes awry. Might have been a poke check in there. Might have missed that. My apologies. Benjamin pass ahead. And now Sorkin heading up ice. Enters. Pulls up, waiting for help. Torkever to the point. Benjamin shot, redirected. Ends up going in to right wing corner. Comes up the half wall. Rose boxing out against Ethan Ecker. Carries it into right wing corner. Stutter step. Steele pins him. Johnson has to support. Trying to get it free, but it eventually does. Rose to Johnson. Give and go. Carried in. Rose has to pull up again. Less than a minute remaining in the period. About 20 seconds remaining on the power play. Shot for Benjamin. Stopped. It's loose. Johnson in the corner. On the cycle. Torkever looking towards the front. Can't find an option he likes. Pass comes across. Rose settles a shot. Turned aside, and puck was not flat on the ice. Had to double clutch it, and that's actually what ends up causing him there. You can get away with that sometimes when you're under pressure like that. You're that close to the dot. It just didn't go his way this time. You're watching New York Islanders High School Hockey League action on the Long Island Sports Network. Don't forget to follow the @LI Sports Network on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Face off. One back by Ecker. Steele up the wall. Knocked down by Lyons. And now with 30 seconds remaining, play returns to 5-on-5. Cutting in, Wienman to the outside. Carries it beneath the goal line. Pulls up shot. Turned aside. It's kicked out all the way. Chipped up off the wall. Wienman on the back check. Lyons makes Bartrick pull up. It's offsides. Face off just outside Cyclone zone, but now comes forward, and I apologize, that's been caught in my throat there, but Cyclones prevented any grade A scoring chance. A couple slashes after the whistle. Smart play, Benny Benjamin taking his teammate away from that, I believe. Game is definitely getting a little chippy. Tensions are high. It's a precursor to the playoffs, and both these teams feel like they have a chance in that play-in tournament to make a difference. Right now, tension's high. It's a 2-score game. Both teams trading chances in that second stanza. And both teams have had 4 chances on the power play. 2 of them were abbreviated. RBC with that extended 5-on-3 that they couldn't cash in on, and then right now, RBC bench telling their players not to be, well, to be disciplined, to be frank. And to their credit, and part of this probably has something to do with the power play. Currently, Seahawks being credited with 20 shots, RBC being credited with just 16, which certainly didn't feel that way at times, but sometimes it's just about the quality of shots you get. You've seen RBC, they move the puck very well, and they toe that line of making one too many passes and getting the puck on net, because you don't want to just end up circling zone, too tentative. But when you have the skill they have up front, when you've gotten the games you have from Nick Johnson, from Benny Benjamin, and when Daniel Sorkin with that 3rd goal, it's just been tremendous for them. And this is without 2 of their leading scorers, because right now, no Jason Rick and no Matt Regan. And Regan, 16 points in 10 games, 11 of them goals. I believe he's mainly lined up as a defenseman here, but my colleague Ian Begley would probably know better than I would. Jack Ziskin on the call for the Long Island Sports Network. Great to be out here in Nassau, mostly workout in Suffolk, so apologies if I've been a little bit slow on the uptake of some of these names. Got the nicknames down over there. Here I'm just trying to wrap my head around all the nameplates that say Seahawks on them. Face off, one back by Torketer. D-to-D, near turnover forced by Partrick. Schiefelbein rescues it, deflects it up ice. Benjamin against Steele, comes out of the zone. Rivkin. Heel pressure Rose. He pulls up, chips it up the ice, comes out of the zone, comes right back. Seahawks send it back in. Schmidt. It's a 3-1 game. And the face-off's won back by RBC. Rose chips it up off the wall, comes across, sent back in. Schiefelbein under pressure from Mazzy. In the corner, battling for possession, racing in its Partrick. Escapes Torkever initially. Now looking towards the front of the net, has it. Past the point, quick shot, redirected. At least they attempted to redirect it. Ends up with Sorkin. He can't slip it past Woolman. He chips it back in. Torkever. Drop pass to Schiefelbein, and it comes back to Sorkin. Up, not out of the zone. Comes back down. Rose has it, looking for Benjamin. And Seahawks right now, they have the Cyclones hemmed in. Torkever trying to change that, heading up ice, chips it up, but it comes to Steele. And Seahawks now looking break things up, settle things down as Torkever with possession now, heads up ice across the red line. Lead pass, Sorkin walks in, shot, goes wide, opposite wall. Benjamin racing after it against Steele, trying to hold it in, he does. Settled, shot, deflected. Benjamin, far side pass, redirected on net. Ends up trickling wide, comes out the line. Lyons, shot, blocked, comes out of the zone. Direction, that was actually Weinman who got the shot off. Lyons, someone who rescued it. Now Benjamin coming in against Ulico. His shot goes wide. Collected on the other side. Better get the puck in deep than to get it on. Then a turnover at least. So now battle along the wall. There's a big hit from the Seahawks. RBC has possession. Schmidt heading to the bench. And now in the corner, Ulico wins the battle. Seahawks appear to be heading to the PK. The call on the ice appears to be going against 26. That would be, if I'm not mistaken, Andrew Mazzy. Oh, that would be correct. And then face off in the right wing dot, Torkever. And it appears he'll be going up against, it's going to be Clifton Partrick in there. And there's a second player being sent into the box, and still looking to make out the numbers there. Face off, one back. Rose at the line, under pressure. Makes the lead pass to Johnson along the right wing wall. To the corner, give and go. Under pressure. Trying to drop it off to Rose, who skates to recover it. Walks the line. Across to Sorkin. Back to Rose. Pass. Johnson. Cross. Looking for Benjamin. He was tied up. Flex along left wing half wall. Pass across, but rolls on Johnson. On his backhand, under pressure. Escapes. Pass beneath the goal line. And Torkever has it. Comes to Benjamin. Towards Sorkin. Can't settle it, but he holds the line. Walking in. On the outside. Beneath the goal line. Pass. Comes to Rose. Seahawks collapsing. Give and go, Sorkin. Walks in. Pass. Across. Deflected. And Now Johnson, backhand pass. Sorkin can't get the shot off. Rose racing after, but it's chipped past him. A 2-on-0, short-handed, heading up ice. Tarashansky, lead pass. It's broken up by Johnson. A beautiful play. And now Seahawks force another turnover. Johnson still back. Rose battling for it. Comes away with it. Lead pass, Benjamin. It's in his skates. He's got to settle it. 40 seconds remaining on the power play. Shot, blocked. Puck comes free in the slot. Sorkin sends it towards the net. Seahawks. Ulico has it. Heading up ice. Enters. And the pass intended for Partrick ends up with Sorkin. He cuts in front of his own net. Then makes the lead pass to Torkever, who curls towards the wall, resets, looking up ice. And escapes pressure that time from Partrick. Pass off the wall. Benjamin to Sorkin. Give and go. Entering. 2-on-1 developing. Pulls up. Pass. Shot. Finnegan can't get it on net. Second attempt. Pulls up. Penalty will expire. Pass. Benjamin shot. It goes out of play. Andrew Mazzy. The 2-minute charging minor for charging. He's in the box for 10-minute misconduct as well. Finnegan in the dot. And Seahawks win it. Finnegan on the forecheck. Trying to force it free, but Rivkin heading up ice. Chips it off the wall. Ecker looks to skate into it. Icing. Waved off as he beats it to the line. Great touch there. Now Wienman sending it up. Drew Bella trying to send it out. He does. Tied up by Rivkin. Puck comes to Finnegan. He settles it. Joined by Uspensky. Pass across. Back. It's broken up. One pass too many. Ulico sprawling to the ice. Diving really to break that one up. Puck comes up. But not out of the zone. Held in by Uspensky. Now Lyons chipping it on in. Steele recovers. Sends it up the weak side wall. Wienman steps in. Sends it towards the net, but it's blocked. And now held in. Another zone exit broken up, but this time Seahawks get it out. They just don't have possession, so Uspensky carrying it up ice. Cuts in at the line. And Seahawks force the puck free. Battle on the wall. Now a shot turned aside by Panetta. Nobody there on the weak side to collect that rebound. And now Woolman towards Rivkin. Shot from Leons. It's deflected. And we get a whistle as that puck goes out of play. 9:25 remaining in the period. RVC with a 2-goal lead. You're watching the Long Island Sports Network, your home for New York Islanders High School Hockey League action. Face off, left wing dot. Tied up. And Seahawks won it. They reversed it. Pass up the wall. Comes to Baxter. To Partrick. Trying to slip through. Loses the handle in the process. Comes to Johnson beneath the goal line. Moves it up the wall. Rose against Albers. Held into the line. Strong play by the Seahawks. Tarashansky comes around the wall. Baxter against Schiefelbein. Johnson towards Boskill, but it's held in. Battling for it. Puck comes to Partrick. Shot. Saved by Schmidt. Puck comes free. Another shot. Turned aside. Cyclones netminder shutting the door. And they'll go for a line change. Torkever. Torkever, Benjamin, and Sorkin. Schiefelbein. Rose, the defenseman. And the face-off tied up. Sorkin trying to get it out. It's held in by Tarashansky, who sends it around the wall. Schiefelbein after it. Pulls up. Under pressure, leaves the puck behind. Partrick has it. Carried it across beneath the goal line. Shot from the point. Blocked. Might have gone off of Albers. Comes to the Eneman. He can't get the clear. Comes to Schiefelbein. Up the wall. Sorkin trying to chip a pass. Gets tied up. Comes to Torkever. He walks in. Looking. Drops it off. to Sorkin again. Shot, save, rebound is free. No one there for the rebound. Puck comes up out of the zone. Seahawks racing after it. Potential breakaway. Shot, turned aside by Schmidt. The stick save. Ulico looking towards the front. Mac Baxter there waiting. Doesn't get the pass. Carried in towards the slot. Looking for the shot. Deflected. Won't make it on net. Beneath the goal line. Sent around the wall. Ulico gets a stick on it, and that settles it for Bieneman. Coming in. One-on-one. Pass across. Sorkin racing in. The trailer. Shot goes wide. All the way around the wall. And it's going to be collected by Wienman in his own zone. Looking up ice. Has Bieneman. Ends up with Sorkin. He'll end up entering. Pass to Johnson. Broken up. Wienman holds it in. Sends it towards the net. Goes wide. Lions on the other side. Sends it in. Plays broken up again. Comes out of the zone. Broken up by Wienman. Isn't afraid to pinch, and this time can't hold it, but it comes to Sorkin who covered, and they do such a good job of covering for their defensemen, especially this Johnson, Bieneman, Sorkin, Torkeper unit. Now shot, turn side, rebound. That didn't go in. Jake Panetta. That looked for sure like it was going in from the back door. And, well, I learned my lesson from jumping the gun earlier today. He's done everything he can to keep this game within reach for his team. 6:54 remaining. Cyclones lead by 2. Right wing dot. Johnson. For RBC, face off, tied up. Johnson comes away with it. On the cycle, looking for Finnegan. Tarashansky has it. Looks to send up the left wing wall. It's held in initially. Second effort, third effort. Seahawks force it free. Battle in the neutral zone. Finnegan enters. Drops it off. Correction. Play gets broken up, and now you have the Seahawks heading back up ice. Neither team able to get a clean handle on it. As the puck re-enters. Lions sends it around. Uspensky skates into it. Looking for Johnson. Stretch pass, too much on it. And there's going to be an icing there with 6:11 remaining. And as this clock winds down, we're going to have to start to watch for Panetta. They've only found the back of the net once here tonight, the Seahawks. They're the third lowest scoring team in the division. That's fine when you're battling for the third seed, but now it's do or die. And as the puck comes up the wall, Sorkin can't hold it in. Or can't get the clear, rather. Held in by Ulico, and now Torkeper lead pass, Bieneman. Sorkin slips behind the defense. Off his skates. He'll have to settle it beneath the goal line. Ulico back. It's poked off his stick. Great play by Hunter Ulico. But RBC has possession. Sorkin carrying it around. Pass to the point. Shot. Lions. It's deflected. Comes free. Torkeper beneath the goal line. Pass. Sorkin walks in. Shot. Scores! Daniel Sorkin finds the back of the net. Some great work between him and Torkeper beneath the goal line. Where Torkeper ends up down low, give and go. Sorkin fires that shot, and that's the second of the game. That's critical. That is critical. He's been around the puck all game. He's been aggressive on the forecheck, and now his second goal of the night. Face off, tied up. One back, Lions. And the face-off puck comes forward. Sorkin enters, tied up. Bieneman now walking in, backhanded across creases. He went down to the ice, and now Wienman has to settle. He's had a strong game for the Cyclones, and Torkever now looking to enter. Pass across, goes awry. Bieneman on the forecheck. Cyclones look to settle it. Left wing corner, puck nearly comes out. Lions holding it in. Down low in the zone, picked up. Cross ice feed comes out, but it comes to Uspensky, and RVC re-enters. Cutting to the outside, some nice moves there. Pass to the slot, Johnson settles it. Had one taken off the board earlier, maybe he can find the back of the net now. And battling beneath the goal line, gets caught up. Puck comes free. Tied up, comes out, and Partrick is lurking behind that defense. That's Clifton Partrick, 33, in blue and red. Look out for him down the stretch as Weinman sends up the wall. Ulico throws a hit as the puck comes out of the zone. Now a penalty behind the play by Ulico. Oh, no. That won't be very good for the Seahawks at all. 4:10 remaining. If you're trailing by 3, you take a penalty. After the puck is cleared, you're in the offensive zone. You're nowhere near the play. You can't afford to take that penalty there, and it's a tough break. It's now going to put them on the penalty kill the next 2 minutes. They trail by 3. As it stands, they're probably going to need a shorthanded goal here, and not to mention keeping it out of their own net. So Sorkin, Bieneman, Johnson, as well as Rose. Correction, that's actually Weinman. So they're here off the draw. Seahawks sending it down the ice. Sorkin racing back. Ecker on the attack. Bieneman tying him up. Puck comes free towards the slot. Sean Ecker shot. Goes wide. Puck comes out of the zone. Picked up by Johnson. He settles it for Torkeber. Dropping it off for Sorkin. Still moving the puck in their own zone as puck now ends up Bieneman. Give and go with Torkever. They've entered the zone. Back to Torkever under pressure. And Bieneman moves into the corner, and pass intended. I believe that was actually intended for Sorkin at the point, and the shot turned aside. Delayed penalty. It's Josh Wiener. Went after somebody on RVC. I believe that would have been Weinman. So now, official's still blowing his whistle. Not sure who that penalty was on for RVC. You have a player coming in late for the Cyclones, so it's going against Max Torkever. So that makes it 4-on-4, 3:22 remaining, and we'll see what the call is for. After Daniel Sorkin gets a seconded game, assisted by Max Torkever for short, and Benny Benyamin. We have 3 penalties, 1 a minor, 1 a misconduct. Those were assessed to Andrew Mazzy earlier in the frame. Hunter Ulico got called for slashing. Now it's 4-on-4. That power play is over. Sean Ecker battling for it. Sorkin forces it free. Lead pass. Bieneman all alone. Shot. Save. Rebound. Panetta gets the stop, and they go after him after the play. He's down on the ice. Oh, no. Well, I don't have anything to say about that, and, well, officials break it up. That's unfortunate. Appears Bieneman will head out to the dressing room. His night's over. And looks like he stopped for his mouth guard. Talking to the officials now, trying to make his case, but he'll head to the room nonetheless. Face-off is coming down. There was someone sent to the bench for the locker room for the Seahawks, and I believe we'll get a chance to check on that as Sorkin discussing with officials, as was Sean Ecker Johnson with him. And we saw a couple of penalties earlier in this period. Game has gotten chippy. Five-minute major going up against the visiting bench. So Bioneman, who was sent off the ice, we're going to wait for an official call here, because right now, as it stands, there's a 5-minute major up on the board, but it's not going against RVC, and that will be important, because if it's not a 5-minute major assessed to Bioneman, if it's just a 2 and 10, we're gonna wait and see what it is. That could be a huge difference, because you don't want to lose one of your leading scorers ahead of the playoffs. You just don't. It's that simple. Be unfortunate for him if he had to miss, obviously, but, well. You can see the head coach for RBC, that is George Barrett, coming in, pulling his team together. He doesn't want any penalties. He said at the beginning of the period. And now Sorkin off the draw. Seahawks have possession. They're on the power play. Pass across, shot, they score. The first goal on the power play, and we get a whistle here. Trying to make out the number on that one. It looks like trying to get an official credit on this one. There's a lot of extracurriculars going on right now. Something, it looks like it was thrown across. It looks like it was the puck that was sent across there. Still waiting on the updates on those last penalties, so we'll get those two when we have them. And we'll confirm who scored that last goal when we can. I'm standing behind the home bench, so that's the RBC side of the ice, as that shot's deflected into netting. Came off the blade of Sean Ecker. Yeah, so it's Ryan Weinman. That's his 9th of the season. That's Sorkin, by the way. He's got his 14th and 15th of the season on those ones. Nick Johnson picks up another assist. Tremendous game from Weinman, and that goal came on late, but he's been around the puck all night long, and now sent towards the front. Play is now, appears to be 4-on-4. Face-off is stopped. That minor penalty, which is still listed on the scoreboard over there, not released when they scored on the 5-minute major. So for now, you have a 120 remaining on the penalty at Torquever. Again, just waiting on confirmation of what that is, but this face-off is one to Rose. Seahawks looking to get to work at 4-on-4. Rose battling for it. Puck comes to the point. Walking in, Ulico. To his backhand. Trying to get a shot off. It's poked free by Schmidt. Comes to the point. Shot. Off the back of the net. Weinman sending it towards the weak side. Rose out there. Weinman racing after it. Sean Ecker comes away with it. And now puck comes back beneath the goal line. Seahawks pressuring. Steele with possession. Turnover forced by Weinman. He chips it up. Out. Finnegan will chase. Pass comes across. Buskiel on it. Sends it around the wall. Comes free on the opposite side. Seahawks get the clear. Wouldn't be shocked if they as they now gain the zone. Ulico pass across, broken up, free. Finnegan picks it up. Wouldn't be shocked if they rest their top guns down the stretch. That's no disrespect to anybody on the ice currently, including Weinman, their defenseman, but not necessarily sure they want to risk losing anyone, as we've hit the 130 mark. It's a 5-1 game. Just sit back, play defensive hockey. Schiefelbein blocking that one. Bella sending it down. Johnson racing after it. No icing on the play, so he'll let Ecker collect. And that one sent to like the ice. Icing's waved off as well, and 1:05 remaining. It's going to be picked up by Lyons. Under pressure. Pass up the wall. Johnson to Uspensky. Less than a minute remaining. Entering. Pulls up. Shot. Scores! Nick Johnson finally gets that one back that he thought he lost earlier. Officials deemed it was offsides on the play, but as it turns out, he gets that goal anyway. And I don't mention that because of anything else besides the fact that it's very frustrating for a player when that happens, and good for him that he gets it back. because that goal that was waved off ends up really sparking just a surge of offense from RBC, and that's what you don't get by looking at the score sheet. You don't see the plays like that. Torkerver's in the box. 53.7 seconds remaining. It's a 6-1 game now. Nick Johnson with the latest goal for RBC. Scored the first 2, gave up 1, came back with 4 and answered 3 of them here in the third period. Around 30 seconds remaining. The captain Steele under pressure, and he's had a tremendous season. Had a very nice goal here tonight, but now battling Uspensky. Puck comes to the point. Lion shot, and it's stopped. Pineda sets it down. Steele backhands it up, out of the zone. Lyons picks it up, sends it up the wall. Poked off the stick of Uspensky. Comes right back to him, and the game comes to an end. RBC with a 6-1 victory. They're moving on. Now they get a chance to show what they have against the teams in Varsity Conference 1. They want that promotion. They want to head to the playoffs. And where they go after that, who's to say? But for now, they'll content themselves with a 6-1 win over the Seahawks. Thank you so much for watching on Long Island Sports Network, your home for all New York Islanders High School Hockey League action. The playoffs are coming up. They'll be on this weekend. Don't forget to tune in. Last regular season games coming up on Friday. And once again, thank you so much for watching. Have a good night, everyone.